Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach. Today, we're going to talk about Game Week 12 and what happened, how many points I got, have a look at the league table, and then have a little quick look at the players to look out for Game Week 13. Okay, so if you did like this video, or you liked any other videos that I've done in the past, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It'd be much appreciated. Let's jump straight into this video. So, we end up with 49 points, which, in the scheme of things, was better than what a lot of people have done. It was above the average. The highest was 113.4. The average was 39. Big difference there. So, we got... It's actually quite funny, actually, because I didn't have Raya in goal originally. And then because Liverpool played their normal goalkeeper, not their one that's been injured, he's come in. So we got a few points there. Now, my defence, I went for 5 at the back, and it kind of took most of my points. I've got, what, 23 points in my defence. 11, 20, yeah, 23. So 22 points for my goalkeeper and my defenders. So pretty good there. Yes, just the minutes for Raya there for the 4-1 win over the ugly Spurs. Fulham winning 1-0. So Sunderland did get a clean sheet, but he got the contribution there. Timber got an assist. Got to love that. So there we go. Sinio, well, got an assist. They conceded 2 goals and got a yellow card. So just 3 points there. Traveller, clipped a clean sheet and the minutes. So 6 points there. Gay did play. I took a bit of risk with him. Clean sheet, but did get the yellow card. So just 5 points for him. Midfield did well. Enzo got 11 points, scoring a goal, clean sheet, and bonus points. Very good. Saka contribution points and the minutes. Now, our skipper didn't do well. Newcastle 1-2-1. Just Haaland playing the minutes. That was it. Mateta just short of getting us an actual point. And Thiago, well, scored. I think that was scored a penalty, actually, then missed a penalty. So, bit of a pain there. Could we have gained extra points from our... yes. We could have gained 2 extra points. That was it from what we had. As you can see, yes, the goalkeeper did not play. So, Raya did come in. So we got lucky there. So we gained 2 extra points from that substitution. Now we're going to have a look at my league. And we have a new leader, 51 points. But there was a bit of a change. It's very tight in this. The top 7 are like 20 odd points difference as such. So very close. But who got the most points? 62, I think. Was indeed 62. So we'll have a look at his team for this game week and let's have a look. Pretty nice. Went Rice. Rice is the one got to go for. Enzo's got as well. But yeah, he could just gain 2 extra points, but that's about it. Other than that, I do kind of like that team. Nice little mix. Yeah. I do like that team. That is actually quite a nice little team, a nice little layout. Very nice. Give you credit on that one, mister. Now we're going to have a look at who got the least number of points. Now, I already know who this is. Okay, it is Nick. He's been one of the players that's been there from the start. So let's criticize his team. So Gabriel, Senior, and Cunha. So he didn't get any relief at all. And there you go. Well, actually, he did get some point, but didn't have enough. So he would have gained 4 points he gained from only using 9 players. But yeah, is he at that United? He can't. He's got no Haaland, no Saka, no Salah. He's only got 2 Arsenal players. So yeah, not what I do. So for me personally, get rid of that midfield of United. And I know you are a United fan, but get rid of them. Especially when you see the fixtures. Palace is that game they're playing against, and Palace are flying high. So I would avoid United players right now. Sorry to say, but yeah. So let's have a look at those top transfers in. And I kind of agree with some of these transfers that are coming in. Thiago, done really well. Proving himself. Value's going up. A lot of people are buying him. Eze, again, value is okay. People are starting to buy him form-wise. Look what he did at the weekend against Spurs, okay? Scoring a hat-trick. And how Arsenal are flying, not just in the Premier League, but in the Champions League as well. So there we go. Munzer, very good, cheap defender. Someone. If you've got Gabriel and you want to transfer, I'll go there. I know they've got United, but I'll still take a Palace defender right now over a United. Timber scored in the Champions League, so that was very nice. For me, Rodgers is a good player, but a lot of people bring them in. I would wait until they've done their Europa League or Europa League conference game, just in case he does pick up an injury. That's why I would say for them. Same for Palace as well. There may be lots of late transfers. Turner, again, good. Welbeck, Welbeck is just flying at the moment. Very good. Only against Palace he didn't do well. I think he could do well against Fulham. Against Forest, against Villa, against West Ham. Also, I'm going to say this now. He could do really well against Liverpool. So for me personally, if you haven't got Welbeck in, I would look at getting him in your team. O'Reilly again, but that's because he's cheap and getting points, kind of like that. But do I like Man City's defense at the moment? Well, they did lose in the Champions League, so that could be a bit of a problem. Their fixtures coming up, I do kind of like, but Sunderland could be a bit of a hard one. Palace could be a hard one, especially at Palace. So they're things you got to look at. Doku, again, is a good one. Rice, the only one he hadn't done well against was Sunderland. But again, I think coming off that Champions League, getting man of the match, that's what I'll look for. Gibbs White is doing really well, and I think can feature quite good. So yeah, very, very interesting. Neto is a very good option. Votman, again, nice. Wouldn't mind it. Van der Ven, I like his points. Form-wise, poor right now. Value-wise, very good. So that's something I kind of look at. I missed Haaland out, but that's because of everyone knows what Haaland is like. But the problem is with trying to get Haaland in right now is that value of 14.9 million. If you didn't have him at the start of the season, then that's it. If you look back at the start of the season, how much his value was, where is it? There you go, 14 million. So it's gone up by 0.9. So that's where you guys got to look at. Value's just gone up through the roof. Now let's have a look at those top transfers out. Okay. This is one where you got to take a whiff of. But for me, if you got Simeone in your team, who would you want to get in? Someone like Rice, Traveller, Grealish maybe, but Grealish got a bit of a hard run coming up, so that could be a hard issue there. Sar's a good option, and also you're saving money. And Boomer, yes, but again, 3.3 fit. Okay, I wouldn't like that. Saka's just a bit too much price if you were going to try and get it. So most people wouldn't have that money right now. Gravenberg, I wouldn't probably go for, so that's a reason why he's out. Hang on. As I said, probably. Excuse me. Probably I would go for Eze. Eze's a great return right now. And if you did have Simeone in your team, yes, get rid of. Like for me, if I was going to, like, I can't really from my team. Now, if you have a look at my points and reason why, could I have Saka or could I go for Eze? Maybe. Could I get rid of Timbers and go with Eze? Well, I could have used one of my two subs. So it's something I could look at. I think Eze is a good option. And I think probably looking at something like Calafiori, Eze is a good option. Timber and Saka is a good option. But at the moment, a lot of the stuff is going down the Eze route. So I would probably go for that. Or would you go for a Rice part because you get a lot of assists? So that's what I would do. And to be honest, you could get rid of Saka for me and go with someone like Rice or Eze, and then you can get more money elsewhere to spend on one of the other midfielders or defender, or even upgrade on your striker. So that's something you could look at. It's something that I have been looking at closely, and I have been thinking about it. So for you guys out there, there's little hints for you, maybe what I'm planning. But, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye from now.